gran filibustieri. Io, beviamoci su.
The term piracy refers to that activity of depredation performed in the damage of merchant ships, whose origin coincides even with the birth of the navigation. The definition of pirates as honest humani generis further dates back to Cicerone communities dedicated to piracy. At the time, the qualification identified elements that it was illegally in a state of war with the Romans. Later, between the 5th and 7th centuries, piracy was turned against anyone turns into a race war. The corsairs operated a form of economic war in support of the action of the states that used the licensing. In Mediterranean, on the other hand, there is a comparison between Turks and barbarians on one side and Christians on the other. Christians against Muslims. France and England that support instead Turks and Corsairs against Spain. Some cities have been like Tunis, Tripoli and Algiers become great centers Corsairs and at the same time large shopping centers. It is only with the birth of the modern state that the term assumes today's meaning as the phenomenon is extended as a danger to the free movement of goods and safety of trade.
Mary Read was born in Devon County, England, in the late 17th century. She had a harsh childhood. Her father had died before she was born, and her half brother, Mark, passed away soon afterward. Mary, dressed as a boy, had to find a job. She became a footboy, but, unsatisfied, she escaped and she joined the army, where she met her future husband. They left the army, married, and opened an inn. Mary Read was always surrounded by death. When her husband died, she joined the army again.
British ship was taken by pirates, who she then willingly joined. She took the King Pardon 1708-1790 and took a commission to pirate until that even with her joined the crew immunity. In 1720, she joined pirates John Calico Jack, Rick and his companion, the pirate Annie Bonny, who both believed her to be a man. On 22 August 1720, the three stole an armed sloop named William from Portsmouth. Scholars as often logically confused are two of female pirates like Ready and Bonny was able to hide their grade in a molded victim. Some scholars, however, have theorized that the wearing of breeches by female pirates may have been either a method of hiding their identity or simply as practical clothing that solidified their working place on board the ship among of the seamen.
On Rackman's ship, she met Anne Bonny. Being only women on the ship, they quickly became good friends. Mary's pirate career ended in October 1720. She was captured by Captain Barnett in a desperate battle. In Port Royal they stood trial, but Mary and Anne spared because they claimed to be with a child. Mary Read died with their unborn child in prison from fever.
There are many games and movies on Mary Red. The games are Assassin and Create TV. The movies are Le Adventures of Mary Red and Italian film To Caribbean Pirates. In Italy's 17th century, England, a girl named Mary Red is imprisoned for the thief of generally after a delinquent in disguise as a man. In the prison, he is put in the same cell as Peter, and he ends up falling in love with the Mary manages to escape from prison, and after discovering Peter's true identity, she is sent as a sailor on the corsair ship Captain Puff. Some sailors burst into the cabin and capture Peter, only to be hanged. Shortly before the execution, Mary orders the interregnum, saves a young man as words, and challenges him to a duel. Peter as the best. Here comes the British fleet, the captures the whole crew, as Mary made to believe prisoner by Peter. Years later, Mary enters West in her husband Peter Goodwin's place. After they kill Captain Spoof, Mary takes his place, and after leading the crew to victory against many pirate ships, they become pirates themselves. To put an end to the criminal deeds, England sends a cruiser to do CS, led by Peter Goodwin. When he reaches Captain Spoof's ship, he breaks into his cabin, feeding Mary, who tells him the truth about his spirit's presence.
Anne Bonny, born Anne Cormack, was a female pirate who operated in the Caribbean during the mid-18th century. Born in County Cork, Ireland, in the early 18th century, she was the legitimate child of William Cormac and his servant woman Mary Brennan. The family traveled to North America when Anne was very young.
Only exact birthday is speculated, but in somewhere around 1700. She was said to be born in Kensey Country, near Cork, Ireland. She was the daughter of several women, Mary Brennan and Brennan's employer, Lord William Cormac. Official record of contemporary letters dealing with her life are scarce, and most modern knowledge stems from Charles Johnson, A General History of Pirates.
Bonny's father, William Cormac, first moved to London to get away from his wife's family, and he began dressing his daughter as a boy and calling her Annie. When Cormac's wife discovered William had taken in the illegitimate daughter and bringing the child up to be a lawyer's clerk and dressing her as a boy, she stopped giving him an allowance. At first, the family had a rough start in their new home, but Cormac's knowledge of law and ability to buy and sell goods soon financed a townhouse and eventually a plantation just out of town. Benny's mother died when she was 12. Her father attempted to establish himself as an attorney, but did not do well. Eventually, he joined the more profitable merchant business and accumulated a substantial fortune.
The pair parted way when Anne fell in love with Captain John Calico Jack Rackham, a renowned pirate. Jack and Anne stole a sloop, assembled a crew, and began their life of crime on the high sea.
In the following months, Anne and Jack patrolled the Caribbean, looting ships and fortifying their reputation as ruthless buccaneers. The crew included Mary Read, a female pirate who infiltrated the ranks by dressing as a man. Anne and Mary became steadfast friends and were active participants in the commanding of several English vessels. Anne was captured in the fall of 1720 when her ship was attacked by pirate hunter Jonathan Barnett. The majority of the crew hid below deck while Anne and Mary struggled to defend their vessel. The women were quickly overthrown. Captain Jack Rackham was hanged after being found guilty of piracy, while Anne and Mary received a temporary stay of execution by claiming to be pregnant. There isn't official record of Anne Bonny's death. Some believe that she died in prison or was ransomed by her father. Other accounts claim that she escaped prison.
There are many games and movies on Annie Bonny. The games are Life is Strange, Before the Storm is Annie Bonny, Uncharted 4, and 12 Ends. The movies are One Piece, It's Anime, and manga series. Annie Bonny, a fantasy version of Bonny, appears in 2040. In the Caribbean Sea, The Spanish Man is 1945, film directed by Frank Borsett. It is American Pirates, Adventures gets and Kager nomination for Best Photography. Capital's Kid and the Slave is a 1954 action-adventure film about a woman who disguises herself as a slave in order to try to get information from Capital's Kid about his hidden treasure.
The Queen of the Illyrian took power in present-day Albania after her husband Agrone died. Those who sailed from Italy never carried out shipment and looting on the coast of Greece were continually injured.
The French noblewoman turned against her country when her beloved husband was being by the French as a spy. With revenge in her ear, Jeanne de Belleville sided with Brittany in 1345 in the invasion of Brittany, purchased and prepared the ships with the money deriving from the sale of these assets. It is said to be raided both on sea and land, and no ship near Normandy coast was safe from his word. White a flaming torn on one hand and sword in on other. It must have been a terrible thing to behold, burned in the village by showing their good.